Me to, I could go back when I want to. Go back to where? Huh? Go anywhere.
Sir, could you stand up? We can't hear you. Could you stand up over there by the microphone?
You mean to Africa? Do you mean to Africa? Do you mean to Africa? We are not Africans no more. You have raped our great-grandmothers and stuff and changed us. Finish, let me finish. And gave us a name as a Negro. I am not a Negro. A Negro is a person with a slave at the man. I just want to tell you that. And don't say nothing else to me.
How y'all doing, my beautiful black people, man? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? This is Alpha Hebrew coming back at you with another lovely video. Before we start this video, we're going to always give all praises, glory, and honor to our Father, Yahweh, and His only begotten Son, our Lord and Savior, Yahweh Shai. Yes, every single time. Man, it feels good to be back out here, you know, teaching, educating my people, educating the world, you know, even if you're not so-called black, whatever nationality or ethnicity you are, education is education, man. And I've seen some very disturbing things throughout this whole, you know, year and a half process of me being gone and getting my mental back, because it's mentally straining on your brain, your mind, body, and soul. But I've been seeing a lot of stuff, but the rapper Little Baby, and not just him, it's a lot of them, but he, you know, had these shorts on, you know, things like that. It's disturbing, right? And I'm not making fun of the young man. This is, I don't make fun of people, right? So if it come off funny, it just come off funny. But you know, we should never allow this amongst our people. Nobody, right? Nobody. No ethnicity, no nation, no whoever you are, you know, should allow your men, right, who's supposed to carry the torch, who's supposed to be the dominance of your nation or whatever, right, your belief, your religion, whatever it is, your bloodline, to do these things. And they have always done them, you know, they have always done stuff like this. And you know, he has that reputation, you know, because he was on the little yacht thing with the Edomites, and he was, you know, doing that then, and it was an issue. And then he comes out and then he does this, you know. I don't know if it's something that the young man is into, or if it's just a ritual where you have to go out and publicly humiliate yourself, you know, and you know, just publicly humiliate yourself. I don't know what it is. It's just disturbing to see that, and it's disturbing to see, you know, Meek Mills too, when he was bunny hopping and doing the things that he was doing. And that was disturbing. Our people, you know, we have to change this, right? Because we don't see how serious this is, you know. This could go bad, you know, and it will, and it has. What am I talking about? It has went bad. Like, we look from the Bible till now, you know, from the early 40s, 50s till now. Like, we are creating docile men and docile boys, you know. We are doing that. The men are, you know, because one thing I know for sure is that it's a man's responsibility. We can try to put everything off on a woman, especially my black sisters. Y'all need to hear this, you know. And I'm not taking up for y'all in a sense of like pandering or anything, but it is our fault as men. We created this madness because we are the ones who left, right? We are the ones who leave now. You know, back then it's the welfare thing and all that, but we are the ones who leave now. If we're not ready to be fathers, we should not be laying down with you all in general. You know, you only lay down to procreate. You don't lay down to leave. Now, I know some instance, you know, it is the the woman's fault and things like that, but this is not what this video is about. This is about men doing the role and taking on the responsibility that God gave them. The stuff that I'm seeing, especially from the younger men, they're painting their nails, they're doing these ungodly things, they're feminine, right? Like I don't see how people think that this is okay, you know, and women are perpetuating it, you know. That's why it's so important to have these fathers in the house. The fathers need to be in the house, right? The mothers are nurturers. The fathers instill discipline. And for them to be out here doing that, when you look at young Jock, he had a crop top on. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing to our people, man? Like, we, the black man, and I know they gonna really love when I say this, but the only way for us to change and the only way for us to perpetuate greatness is to just tell the truth amongst one another. It is black men's fault that we are in this situation, because we are allowing these things to happen. We are not being the men that we are supposed to be. We have fallen into their trap. We have kneeled to these people. We are, you know, letting them do this. And like I said, this goes for all men, right? Not just black. You know, this go for, you know, white men, Asian men, Mexican men. This go for all men. You all have to do better by these boys. Look at the generation of boys that we are creating. Look at what we're allowing them to do, allowing them to say, how we're allowing them to act. They're being more feminine than your daughters, your mothers, your sisters, your aunties, right? Your grandmothers. We are allowing men to do that. We are allowing men to be submissive to other men. That is not how this works. It never was supposed to work this way. This is crazy, you know, to see that brother up there. And like I said, it may come off funny, but to see that brother up there with the tattoos on the legs and like the way he looked around, like, I don't know, in his eyes, he like, is this good enough? He was literally zoning in, like, is this good enough to whoever made him do it? You know, is this good enough? Like, that's what you do when a woman tries to appease a man. You know, she give him that look, like he swung his arm, and it was just, me and my wife, we was talking about it. It was just bad. The whole look of it was bad. And no, that's not going to be a trend that we're going to follow, and we're not going to perpetuate these things. And it's coming out of Atlanta. You know, I don't know what they got going on in Atlanta, but all these dudes, young thugs with the dress and stuff like that, even though he manned up and, you know, proved that he was a so-called street guy, he didn't snitch and stuff like that, but it's the wearing the dress. Like, in the Bible, it says we are not supposed to wear anything pertaining to a woman. Why do we allow this? And people say, why are you worried about it? I worry about it because it's in public. That's why I worried about it, because I'm seeing it, and I have the right to worry about it, the right to speak on it, just like they have the right to do what they want to do. It's consequences behind everything. I'm saying we need to get back to our natural state, the men. We have failed these boys, and we have failed the women. We have failed. It doesn't matter what you say, we have failed. We tell our sons to play basketball. We tell our sons to play football, sports. We tell our sons to rap and make music. We tell our sons to kneel to your oppressor. We do that. Instead of giving him a book to read, instead of giving him real, true education, instead of showing him how to grow fruit and vegetables and hunt, right? How to till the field, to herd animals. We don't do none of that. We sit back and we allow them to be feminine, and we allow them to do the things that ungodly men do. And then we look at the black woman, right? Women, but I'm specifically speaking to my people. We look at the black woman as if it's her fault. We don't fight for our kids anymore. We don't do what we're supposed to be doing, right? We don't do what we're supposed to be doing. That's on us. How is it a black woman's fault when you're the man? God put you in charge. So why are you blaming her? I don't understand black men and how they blame black women. We are the only ones that blame the woman. We are blaming women for how we are. To me, it just don't make sense. How do you blame the woman for how you are? You know? How? It's your fault. You are the man. You strap your boots. You strap your boots and you get out there and do what it is necessary for you and your family. You don't sit there and you don't blame the black woman. You don't blame your children. You don't blame people. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. We have to do better. Even myself, being gone for a long time, I felt extremely bad. I said, man, I set out for a long time. But a lot of stuff I'm seeing, like black men are getting worse. I don't know if y'all paying attention. Black men are getting worse. They're getting less and less and less educated. And I'm not talking about Western curriculum. I'm talking about educated in life. They don't know who they are. They're still fighting. They're still harming one another. Players and pimps and things like that. Calling women out their names. We are doing that. But we want to blame the woman. I don't get it. Psychologically, something is wrong up here. And your job is to take care of your village. It's nobody else's job. You can't look for your oppressors to take care of you. You can't look for other nations to take care of you. You have to take care of you and your family. If a woman don't want to fall in line, then you just move on. You just move on. I'm not saying women are perfect. I'm not saying men are perfect. I'm saying your job is to do right by these boys and these girls and your people. Stop blaming everybody. So that, you know, I had to come and make this video because it's just sad. It's sad that we, you know, allow people to do these type of things. It's just sad. It's just sad. But I'm going to be making more and more videos. I just seen that and I had to, you know, tap in and touch on that, man. Black men, do better. Do better, man. Take this video to heart and do better. Because this is sad, what we're seeing. But if y'all enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I am back officially. It feels good to be back, man. I appreciate all y'all. The trajectory of this channel is going to be just a little different so we can get this thing flourishing. And, you know, they don't try to penalize me every time. It's a new little, you know, system that they got going on, but we gonna get it done, man. This is Alpha Hebrew. I'll see y'all in the next video. Y'all be good out there and take care, man. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
My name is Reginald Dobbs. I live at 3319 Maple, one of the ghettos areas that was pointed out in the film. I'd like to direct a question to Reverend Mitchell. Do you think that we will be satisfied with the jobs they are giving us?
Yes, son, I think so. Simply because we are asking that you be trained on the job, and they start you off with a certain salary starting rates, and you would be promoted up to the maximum of the job.
No, I don't believe that. The white man is gonna keep you where he got you. You're not going no higher than he wants you to go. and we ain't gonna settle for nothing but all the way. About this violence and non-violence, I'm for violence. Because we have pleaded for the last 400 years.
Mr. Meek said you did not speak for him. How would you talk to a young boy like that?
Well, I would say I would definitely have to use the Bible, Mr. Dillon.
No, I don't hear that.
Well, this is my own way.
I ain't no Uncle Tom.
Well,
See,
salvation.
you can't brainwash me.
Jesus said, first
Okay.
you seek the kingdom of heaven and His righteousness, and all of these things will be added.
Heaven is on earth, mind you, brother.
Where you gonna go when we start revolution? Whose side are you gonna be on? Are you still gonna be on your knees begging for us jobs?
As Mr. Meek said, he wouldn't die standing on his feet rather than die on his knees. I will die standing up for God, regardless of any circumstance.
Okay. Have God ever told you to let this white man rule you like he is?
Well, young man, you first must be born again. God is a
No, I
spirit.
ain't born again. I ain't got to be born again. See, I was born in a new generation. Your mother could have brainwashed you, but can't nobody brainwash me. I'm ready. It's gonna take young boys like us to win the revolution.